Hey everybody, it's Charlie from Daily Motor. And here at Daily Motor, we're all about providing you information that's useful for your car buying purchase or car ownership purposes, or for just finding out cool information. So, with today's 2021 Volvo S90 T8 Recharge, not only are we going to go out and do a real-world highway fuel economy test like we typically do, but we're going to try to emulate real-world mixed-use city-type driving and see how realistic that 21-mile figure for the plug-in hybrid portion of the car, how accurate that is. So in order to do that, I planned out about a 7-mile route of a mixture of 35, 45, and 55-mile-an-hour driving. And we're going to keep doing that route and see how long it takes for the battery to get depleted and for us to switch over to gasoline. So before we get started, let's hop out and take a quick look at the car. The beautiful Volvo S90. Available in this newer powertrain option that I'm really happy Volvo came out with, the T8 Recharge. So it's not the Polestar, you're not dealing with a bunch of high performance mumbo jumbo. No, it's all focused on luxury, but still having those 20 miles or so of battery power and the ability to plug in at night, leave each morning with a full charge. So overnight, we had the car charge up using our Grizzly 240 charger. Shout out to Grizzly for hooking us up with one of the best 240 volt charging options at home. Now really you don't need 240 charging to get a full charge with this car. You can just plug it into a 120 outlet and have full charge overnight anyway, but we had the 240, so why not run it? So we're all charged up, and we're going to set the climate control to 73 degrees auto, because that's how we run these tests. People got to be comfortable in their cars. A few different drive modes. We are going to put it right in pure for eco drive. We've got our GPS reset. I guess we'll reset the car's tripometer too. Trip computer TM reset. We're going to drive in B mode because that gets us some regen. And off we go. The GPS is going to give us an average moving speed. We're just going to enjoy the S90's wonderfully serene cabin. This excellent Bowers & Wilkins audio system, of which we will have a test for. We'll put that link in the description. As plug-in hybrids go, there's a decent amount of regen in the car when you put it into B mode and kind of let off the gas and not do full one-pedal driving, but it does help slow the car down a good amount. Then when you get on the brake, you get a little bit of extra regen. This is absolutely the powertrain I would go with if I were getting a new Volvo. I love the ability to have some plug-in driving, and then when you need to go further than your battery allows, then you switch over to gas and away you go. Would be nice to have a little bit more real-world range, so that's why I'm really curious about how this is going to do today, how many miles we're actually going to get out of this battery. The car says we've got 25 miles until empty, so that's pretty optimistic. Let's see if that actually pans out. Outside temperature today is 68 degrees Fahrenheit, but the sun is pretty strong, so it's heating up the cabin. Air conditioner's definitely going to have to work a little bit. We also did reset the tire pressures to their door placard 38 psi cold. And we're going to continue on with this loop. We've got a time lapse recording the whole thing. And then once we finally kick on to gas, we'll resume the video and then head over to the gas station and do the highway portion of our fuel economy testing. Another thing I'm curious about is 0 to 60 time on battery only with this S90. So let's see. There's 60 on the GPS. So certainly not the fastest car, 0 to 60 on battery only. Fortunately, even if you're in EV only mode like this and you push down through the kick down button at the bottom of the pedal, then the gas engine will kick in and give you that extra power. But if you've got some room to pull out into most roads, I mean, it's like driving a slow car. We'll see. We'll see how fast that actually was. We'll check the footage. We have 1 mile remaining, according to the vehicle. 1 mile remaining on our electric-only driving, and I'll actually I'll take a quick photo of it with my phone to show you where we're at. Man, the power gauge is about, well, it adjusts how much power it can provide on battery only. We're about maybe 7/8 full right now. So we did a 0 to 60 test. The battery is about 3/4 full. I want to do another one now that the battery is nearly empty. Come to a stop here. Hopefully we don't catch up with that semi. Something tells me we'll be okay. Wouldn't be surprised if we lose. Oh, we gotta go. Can we get up to speed before this truck gets mad? We'll find out. Engine's gonna kick in any moment. We're gonna make it to 60. Yes, we did make it to 60. Okay. So it says dash for battery only range now, and the gauge is completely empty, but the engine has not yet kicked on. We have done 23.1 miles, averaging 35 miles per hour. Overall, you can do most of your driving in that pure battery only mode. As I said earlier, you can push down through the pedal and engage the engine in emergency situations. But if you're fairly easy on the gas, you can do most of your driving in battery only. Oh, there we go. 23.6 miles of city driving on battery only with the air conditioning set at 73 degrees auto. All right, so a little better than EPA, but still ultimately pretty in line. So we're gonna head over to the gas station, fill up, head out on the highway, do 50 miles in both directions, come back, and get a fuel economy number for gas only in the Volvo S90 T8. 4.469 gallons going in. Two small complaints right away with the S90 regarding fuel economy. One, you have to press a button to unlock the gas cap from in the car. So when you first get out of the car and go around, you get all the way to the other side, and if you've forgotten, you gotta come back and press it. That's annoying enough when the fuel cap's on the same side as the driver, but even more so when you gotta walk all the way around. Second thing is that this thing requires 91 octane. That's an extra $1 at the pump right now. That's $4.20 a gallon. So yeah, it's an economical and green car when you can plug it in and run on electricity, but then as soon as you gotta put gas in, you're tossing an extra $1 per gallon away. So it'd be nice if they could have tuned the engine, make a little bit less power, but tune it to run on 87 octane. Then that would actually save people money. Anyway, mini rant over. Let's restart our GPS again. Reset the car's information. Start it up and get on the road. Running a new route for our fuel economy test today, so hopefully that pans out. We've got to be creative around here in southeastern Michigan during the summer because they tend to shut everything down for construction, or at least close it down to one lane, and that's not good for averaging 70 miles per hour. So we're going to get up to highway speed here and set our cruise control at a GPS indicated 72 miles per hour, which should allow us to average 70 over the entire trip. Highway comfort initially is good, although there is a slight vibration. Hopefully that's just a wheel out of balance or something, so that's a little unfortunate. But other than that, I'm going to continue on and listen to this S-tier Bowers & Wilkins audio system, one of the best on the market, and get a massage from these multi-contour seats. So enjoy this time lapse, and we'll catch up with you at the end. Coming into the final miles of the highway fuel economy test here in the Volvo S90 T8 Recharge. According to the car's trip computer, we are quite above the EPA estimate. EPA estimates 31 miles per gallon in highway driving for this car. You gotta dig a little bit on the fueleconomy.gov website to get that number, but it is there. Now, surprisingly, we've only averaged 69 miles per hour. I thought we were gonna get up to 70, but I guess I should have kept it at 73 miles per hour a little bit longer before I dropped it down to 72. Either way, been a nice smooth trip, as expected. Very easy car to drive on the highway. I did have some weirdness from the pilot assist where it's very clear lines like this and it just lost itself and just kind of drove around. It doesn't beep at you or anything when it's losing itself, so you gotta kind of pay attention. Either way, we're gonna take it nice and easy back to the gas station, fill up, and get our result. 2.755 gallons going in. 103.3 divided by 2.755 is giving us an impressive 36 miles per gallon. Yeah, everything seemed clean on that run, so I'm impressed. 5 miles per gallon better than EPA, and even 1 mile per gallon better than the trip readout. Now, we do know the Recharge T8 S90 has a 15.9 gallon fuel tank, so 15.9 times 36 gives you an effective highway cruising range of 570 miles at 70 miles per hour before you need to refill. And that's without factoring in some electricity as well. So if you charge up the battery beforehand, you could probably squeeze out 600 miles on a tank in this car, which is good because it is a great highway cruiser. So hope you all enjoyed all that information. If you want to see more on the Volvo S90, check the links in the description, and we'll see you on the next one. I'm Charlie from Daily Motor, and as always, drive on.